Hello travelers, and welcome to another adventure. Have you ever looked at a photograph of a place so strange, so beautiful, that it almost didn't seem real? A landscape that looks like it was plucked straight from a dream or a science fiction movie. These are the places that defy our expectations of what our world should look like. They remind us how much mystery and wonder is still out there. This guide is your personal invitation to explore those places. We're about to embark on a journey to some of the most surreal, mind-bending sights on Earth. Shimmering salt flats that perfectly mirror the heavens above ancient cities reclaimed by the quiet power of nature. This isn't just about showing you pretty pictures. Think of this as a practical travel guide for the curious explorer. I'm your friendly American narrator, sharing not just the what and where, but the how. We'll dive into what it truly feels like to stand in these spots, to breathe the air, and to witness these otherworldly scenes with your own two eyes. Each location will come with tips on the best things to see and do, so you can make the most of your adventure. We want you to feel prepared to step into these dreamscapes and experience them fully. Our journey will be calm and relaxing. Travel should be restorative, a chance to connect with the world and ourselves. That's why we'll focus on visiting respectfully, honoring local cultures and the natural environments that make them special. We'll talk about the best times to go to avoid crowds, allowing you quiet moments of stillness. As we move through this guide, picture yourself in each location. Imagine the cool, desert air at dawn, the sound of water lapping at a floating market, the sight of 1,000 lanterns rising into the night sky. This is more than a travel show, it's a starting point for your story. These places are real, they are accessible, and they are waiting for you. Let's begin our exploration together. Imagine standing in the middle of a vast white emptiness that stretches to the horizon in every direction. There's a profound silence here, broken only by the crunch of salt crystals under your boots and the whisper of the high-altitude wind. This is Salar de Uyuni, in Bolivia, the world's largest salt flat. For most of the year, it's a brilliant, blindingly white desert of salt hexagons, a landscape so stark and minimal, it feels like you've stepped onto another planet. The sheer scale of it is hard to comprehend, a seemingly endless expanse covering over 4,000 square miles. It's a place that forces you into a state of quiet contemplation, making you feel both incredibly small and deeply connected to the planet. But then, the rainy season arrives, and something truly magical happens. A thin layer of water covers the salt, transforming the entire landscape into the world's largest natural mirror. The ground disappears, and you're left standing on the sky. The clouds drift beneath your feet, the deep blue of the heavens is reflected with perfect clarity, and the line between the earth and the atmosphere vanishes completely. At night, the stars above are mirrored below, and you find yourself floating in a galaxy, completely surrounded by constellations. To truly capture the essence of this place, you need to play with perspective. The featureless landscape is a photographer's dream playground. You can create hilarious forced perspective shots, making toy dinosaurs look like towering monsters, or making it seem like you can hold your friends in the palm of your hand. For the best mirror effect photos, get low to the ground. The lower your camera's angle, the more perfect the reflection will be. Don't be afraid to get your shoes a little wet, the resulting images are more than worth it. Remember to bring props. Ensure a small toy, or even a Pringles can, to add a fun and creative element to your pictures. The best viewpoints aren't specific spots but rather moments in time. Sunrise and sunset are utterly spectacular. As the sun dips below the horizon, it paints the sky and its perfect reflection in fiery shades of orange, pink, and purple. The colors stretch infinitely in all directions, creating a 360-degree spectacle of light that feels like you're inside a living kaleidoscope. Another must-see is Isla Incahuasi, a rocky island in the middle of the salt flat covered in giant ancient cacti. Climbing to the top of this island gives you a breathtaking panoramic view of the endless white desert, providing a sense of scale that is otherwise hard to grasp from ground level. Getting to Salar de Uyuni requires a bit of planning. It's located in a remote corner of southwest Bolivia. Uyuni is a dusty gateway town that serves the tourism industry. Reach Uyuni by bus from La Paz, bus from Sucre, or a short flight. From town, the only practical way to explore is a guided 4x4 tour. Tours usually run one day or multi-day, 2 to 3 days. A good guide knows the best photo spots, where the water pools for the mirror, and how to handle high altitude. The mirror effect depends on timing. Rainy season, December-April, creates the thin water layer. That's when you get the walking on the sky photos, but heavy rains can make parts inaccessible. Dry season, May-November, shows white hexagonal salt patterns. Shoulder months like April or May can show both. Pack layers, days warm, nights freezing. The salt's reflective surface makes sun intense. High SPF sunscreen, wide-brimmed hat, quality sunglasses. In rainy season, waterproof hiking boots or rubber boots. Warm clothes, thermal layer, fleece jacket, windbreaker. Nights on the Altiplano are bitterly cold. Bring a portable charger, electricity is limited. Respect the fragile environment. Go with a licensed tour operator who follows routes. A slow, respectful approach keeps the salt flats pristine. Now, let's journey from the high-altitude desert to the warm Caribbean Sea. Picture yourself on a small island off the coast of Puerto Rico called Vieques. The sun is set, you're in a kayak, paddling gently through the calm, dark waters of a secluded bay. With every stroke of your paddle, the water around you erupts in a trail of shimmering electric blue light. When you lift your hand from the water, it drips with what looks like liquid stars. This isn't science fiction, this is Mosquito Bay, the brightest bioluminescent bay in the world. A nature light show, deeply mysterious and incredibly beautiful. The surreal glow is created by millions of microscopic organisms called dinoflagellates, specifically a type named Pyridinium bahamensi. When disturbed, they release a burst of blue light as a defense. In Mosquito Bay, the concentration can reach up to 700,000 per gallon. Any movement creates a brilliant chain reaction. A fish, darting beneath your kayak, leaves a glowing torpedo trail. Raindrops hitting the surface create a constellation of tiny blue explosions. The experience is intimate and magical. A silent conversation with a living ocean of light. It connects you to the hidden, vibrant energy of the natural world. A kayak paddle stirring the water of Mosquito Bay at night, creating a brilliant, glowing blue trail of bioluminescence. The best way to witness this is by taking a guided kayak tour, or an electric boat tour. Gas-powered boats are banned in the bay to protect the fragile ecosystem. That ban helps maintain the serene atmosphere. Kayaking offers the most personal, interactive experience. Dip your hands in the water and watch the light swirl around your fingers. Clear-bottom kayaks give a mesmerizing view directly beneath you. Book your tour in advance. Spots are limited to minimize human impact. For the brightest glow, timing is everything. Plan around the new moon. The darkest nights show best. A full moon can wash out the delicate glow. Check a lunar calendar when planning your trip to Vieques. The darker the night, the more spectacular the show. Getting to Vieques is part of the adventure. This small island municipality is located about 8 miles east of the Puerto Rican mainland. You can get there by taking a small plane from San Juan, or by taking a small plane from Ceiba. It's a quick, scenic 20-minute flight, or you can take a more affordable ferry from Ceiba. Once on Vieques, you'll need to get to the entrance of the bioluminescent bay. The bay is located on the southern side of the island near the town of Esperanza. Most tour companies will arrange transportation from designated meeting points in Esperanza, or from the other main town, Isabel II. Tour companies often arrange pickup and shuttles. Renting a Jeep is a popular way to explore the island, or rent a golf cart to get around. To prepare for your tour, wear clothes you don't mind getting a little wet. Swimsuit, t-shirt, rash guard. While swimming in the bay is now prohibited to protect the dinoflagellates, you'll likely get splashed while kayaking. Bring a towel, and a change of clothes for after the tour. Most importantly, do not apply any insect repellent, do not apply sunscreen, do not apply lotion. The chemicals in these products are extremely harmful to the microorganisms that create the light. Tour operators are very strict about this rule, so be sure to shower and rinse off any products beforehand. A group of people on a guided electric pontoon boat tour in Mosquito Bay, looking over the side in awe at the glowing water. Photography in the bay is extremely challenging and often disappointing. The light from the dinoflagellates is beautiful to the naked eye, but very difficult for a standard camera or phone to capture in the dark. Professional equipment with a high ISO is needed to get a decent shot, and a long exposure time helps too. but even then, it rarely does justice to the real experience. Our best advice is to simply put your phone away and be fully present in the moment. Immerse yourself in the magic of the glowing water. This is one of those surreal experiences that is best stored in your memory rather than on a memory card. Let your eyes adjust to the darkness and just enjoy the natural light show. Preservation is the most important aspect of visiting Mosquito Bay. In 2006, the bay was designated as a nature reserve, and strict regulations are in place to protect it. Choose a reputable, eco-conscious tour company that prioritizes education and conservation. Listen carefully to your guide's instructions and follow all the rules, such as not touching the bottom of the bay, and not bringing any chemicals into the water. By visiting responsibly, you are contributing to the preservation of this unique, natural wonder, ensuring that its magical glow will continue to inspire awe in visitors for many years to come. Your mindful visit helps protect one of the planet's most surreal and delicate treasures. Our final natural wonder. We're in Hunan Province, a landscape lifted straight from a fantasy epic. Welcome to Zhangjiajie National Forest Park. Here, over 3,000 quartz sandstone pillars rise dramatically from the forest floor. Some reach heights of over 600 feet, shrouded in mist, draped in lush subtropical vegetation. They appear to float in the air, a dreamlike panorama. It famously inspired the floating Hallelujah Mountains in Avatar. Standing on a viewpoint here, looking out over a sea of stone giants, it makes you question the laws of gravity. The formation of this landscape is millions of years in the making. What was once an ancient ocean floor was pushed upward by tectonic activity. Over eons, erosion chiseled away at the sandstone. Ice expanding in winter, plants that grow on the stone. The region's constant humidity creates a persistent fog. The fog winds through the canyons, enhancing the suspended columns illusion. The park is a living testament to nature's patient artistry, a wide shot of the towering sandstone pillars, shrouded in mist, with a small pagoda on a distant peak. One of the most breathtaking areas is the Yuanjiajie Scenic Area. This is where you'll find the iconic Hallelujah Mountain, officially renamed from the Southern Sky Column. A walkway built along the cliff edge offers jaw-dropping eye-level views. For a more thrilling perspective, ride the Bailong Elevator, the world's tallest outdoor lift. The glass elevator whisks you over 1,000 feet up the cliff in under 2 minutes. It's a heart-pounding ride with expanding vistas as you climb. For those who prefer ground level, the Golden Whip Stream Trail offers a different perspective. This gentle 4-mile path meanders along the canyon floor. Walk among the giants and gaze up at their incredible height. The trail follows a crystal-clear stream, surrounded by lush greenery, the calls of birds and monkeys. Looking up from the base, you gain a profound appreciation for their sheer size and the immense geological time it took to create them. It's a peaceful, immersive way to connect with Zhangjiajie from the ground up. A quiet contrast to the crowded upper viewpoints, Zhangjiajie National Forest Park is massive. Navigating it requires some strategy. So plan ahead. The park is divided into several main scenic areas: Yuanjiajie, Tianzi Mountain, Yangjiajie. A network of free shuttle buses connects these areas. Plan your route to make the most of your time. Buy a multi-day ticket. Trying to see everything in one day is nearly impossible. The nearest city is Zhangjiajie City, airport, train station. From there, about a 45-minute bus ride or taxi ride to the Wulingyuan entrance. Best time depends on what you want to see. Spring and early summer, April to June, misty floating mountains. Autumn, September to October, clearer weather and beautiful fall colors. Winter can be magical, with the pillars dusted in snow. Avoid major Chinese national holidays. The first week of May, the first week of October. The park can become extremely crowded, diminishing that serene experience. Come prepared. Wear comfortable, sturdy walking shoes with good grip. Expect a lot of walking, often on steep stone steps. Bring layers of clothing, including a waterproof jacket. A day pack with water, snacks, sunscreen, and a portable charger. There are cable cars, elevators, and even a mini train to help you get around. Exploring the quieter trails requires a good level of physical fitness. Grab a park map at the entrance, and maybe download an offline map on your phone. Cell service can be spotty in remote areas. It's a natural wonder, but also a major tourist destination. To find moments of quiet awe, venture off the main, paved paths onto the less-traveled hiking trails. The Yangjiaji area offers more rugged, challenging trails with fewer crowds. Start your days early to get ahead of mid-morning tour groups. By planning carefully and exploring a little deeper, you can escape the crowds and find your own private viewpoint. There, stand in silence and absorb the surreal beauty of a forest made of stone, a true wonder of our natural world. Let's leave the wild, untouched landscapes behind and journey to a place where human hands have created a scene just as surreal. Our first stop is a small island in the Venetian lagoon, a short boat ride from the famous canals of Venice. Imagine drifting across the water and seeing a line of color appear on the horizon. As you get closer, that line resolves into a village, but not just any village. This is Burano, an island where every single house is painted a different, brilliant, eye-popping color. We're talking about vibrant shades of fuchsia, lemon yellow, sky blue, deep emerald green, all sitting side by side, their reflections shimmering in the quiet canals that run through the town. Walking through Burano feels like you've stepped inside a child's storybook or a painter's wild fantasy. The colors are so vivid, so cheerful, they seem to radiate a pure, simple joy that is incredibly infectious. There's a story behind this tradition. Local legend says that the houses were painted in these bright colors so that fishermen could see their homes and navigate their way back from the lagoon on foggy days. Whether that's true or not, the result is a living work of art. Every corner you turn reveals a new, perfectly composed scene. A string of laundry hanging between a pink and a green house, a cat sleeping on the windowsill of a blue one, a small wooden bridge arching over a canal reflecting a rainbow of buildings. The experience is deeply sensory. It's not just the sight of the colors but the feeling they create. The narrow streets are free of cars, filled only with the sound of cheerful chatter from open doorways, the gentle lapping of water against the foundations, and the occasional call of a seabird. The air smells of salt and fresh-baked bread from the local pasticcerias. It's a place that encourages you to slow down, to wander without a map, and to simply get lost in its maze of colorful alleyways. The surrealness here isn't about grand, epic scale. It's about the overwhelming, immersive power of color and the peaceful, dreamlike atmosphere it creates in this tiny corner of the world. Unlike the fleeting beauty of a sunset or the challenge of a high-altitude trek, the surrealism of Burano is man-made, deliberate, and permanent. It's a testament to a community's commitment to beauty in their daily lives. Getting to Burano is a delightful part of the experience. From Venice, you'll need to take a Vaporetto. That's the public water bus system. The number 12 line departs from the Fondamente Nove stop. The trip takes about 45 minutes. The journey is scenic. You pass the cemetery island of San Michele. You also pass the glass-making island of Murano. Buy a day pass for the Vaporetto. It lets you hop on and off. You can explore Murano and the lesser-known island of Torcello on the same trip. Catch an early morning boat to avoid crowds. Once you arrive, simply wander. The island is small. You won't get lost for long. Put your map away and follow whichever colorful street catches your eye. Walk Via Galuppi, lined with shops and restaurants. But the real magic is in the quieter side canals. For the best photos, find canals that curve to capture long rows of colored houses. A classic spot is over a wooden bridge like the Tre Ponti. Be respectful. These are people's homes. Don't block doorways or peer into windows. Burano is famous for its centuries-old lace-making. Visit the Museo del Merletto to learn about the craft. You'll see local women in doorways, working delicate lace. Avoid cheap machine-made lace if you want something special. Seek authentic handmade pieces in specialty stores. That supports local artisans and gives you a true souvenir, and of course, enjoy the food. Burano is known for fresh seafood from the lagoon. Find a canal-side trattoria and try risotto de go, made with the goby. Look for basilai cookies. Look for esse cookies. Grab a table at an outdoor cafe, sip a coffee, and watch Burano go by. It's slow, delicious, and unforgettable. We have traveled a long way together on this journey, from the sky-reflecting salt flats of Bolivia to the gravity-defying monasteries of Bhutan. We've wandered through rainbow-colored villages, paddled in glowing seas, and stood in awe as a river of lanterns floated into the night sky. Each of these surreal places offers a unique window into the incredible beauty and strangeness our world holds. They are the destinations that blur the line between reality and dreams, reminding us that there is still so much wonder left to discover. The main promise of this guide has been to not only show you these places, but to encourage you to explore them with a sense of curiosity, respect, and profound care for the environments and cultures that make them so special. The most useful tips we've shared can be boiled down to a simple, mindful approach to travel. Plan your timing carefully, not just to see the best light or avoid the rain, but to find the quiet moments away from the crowds. This is when the true character of a place reveals itself. Pack light, but pack smart, ensuring you have what you need to be comfortable and safe. Sunscreen for the high-altitude sun, a modest scarf for entering a sacred temple. Above all, travel with an open heart, engage with locals respectfully, learn a few words of their language, and remember that you are a guest in their home. These small acts of connection are often the most rewarding parts of any journey. The true surrealism of these destinations is often found not in the grand spectacle, but in the slow, quiet moments. It's the feeling of the cool desert air on your skin before dawn at Salvation Mountain, the sound of a single paddle dipping into the bioluminescent waters of Vieques, the taste of a fresh mango bought from a boat at the Damnoan Saduak market. These are the sensory details that a photograph can never fully capture, but that will remain etched in your memory forever. We encourage you to seek out these moments, to put your camera down, and to simply be present. Allow yourself the time to absorb the atmosphere and let the wonder of the place sink in on a deeper level. Our journey through this guide may be ending, but the real adventure is just beginning. The world is filled with countless other surreal places, each with its own story to tell. We hope this guide has served as more than just a list of destinations. We hope it has sparked your imagination and ignited a desire to see the world differently. It's about cultivating a mindset of awe, seeking out the beauty in the unexpected, and understanding that the most profound travel experiences are the ones that change our perspective. The journey doesn't end when the video stops. It continues in your own daydreams and eventually in your own footsteps. Now the final and most important step is yours to take. We've presented a world of dreamlike landscapes and magical cultural moments, but they remain just images and words until you make them your own. Our final gentle invitation is this. Pick one. Perhaps it's the colorful streets of Burano that call to you, or the simple romantic promise of Ukraine's tunnel of love. Maybe it's the spiritual ascent to the tiger's nest, or the childlike joy of Salvation Mountain. Transforming a dream into a plan is the first magical step toward making the surreal real for yourself. So, where will you go? What surreal landscape will you step into? The sky full of wishes in Chiang Mai, the mirrored heavens of Salar de Uyuni, the floating pillars of Zhangjiajie, they are all out there, waiting. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world's most unbelievable places, and please, subscribe.